So the message that I wanted to share today in Brussels, Belgium, at the AGA annual conference is a message of clarity and of courage. And it's also a wake-up call to our European leaders in order to fight anti-Semitism concretely. What does it mean? It means today considering that anti-Zionism is the new form of anti-Semitism, and that we now have to have leaders, whether they are political, whether they are within organization, whether they are municipal leaders, they need to take actions in order to fight anti-Zionism, because this is the new form of anti-Semitism. So this is like a wake-up call I wanted to share with like all European leaders that were in the room. And then I also wanted to share that anti-Semitism is not only about Jews. And I think that we need to recall this, not only once a year, but on a daily basis. When Jews are attacked, it's like the whole community, the whole citizens that are attacked. So that was the message that I wanted to share. And that also here in Brussels, at the heart of Europe, we do have a huge responsibility and a huge role to play in order to protect Jewish communities and in order to protect the Jewish heritage in this continent where Shoah, where this genocide took place 80 years ago. That today we have an enemy to the Jewish community, which is Pedro Sanchez, Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez. I do respect him with his function as Prime Minister, as a representative of the Spanish government. But I do think that what he's doing with his international policy is damaging the Jewish community, is damaging the Jewish heritage in Spain, which is important. And it's also putting our Jewish community in Spain under pressure and under threat. So, if I may, I just would like to share with him a message. Please, Mr. Sanchez, be careful with what you are doing. You can not be that anti-Zionist. Of course, we are in democracy. You have the right to criticize like the policy which is led by a government, by the Israeli government if you want. But what you are doing right now is that you are not protecting Jewish community in a way which should be normal. You are only criticizing Israel without protecting Jewish community, and as a prime minister, you have the role to do both. What can I see right now in Spain, and what is like very characteristic, and we can see through most notably our antisemitism research center we have at the Combat Antisemitism movement, and as the executive director of European affairs within the Combat Antisemitism movement, what I can say is that in Spain, antisemitism is now becoming more common through boycott and the call of BDS, and that's very preoccupying, because this is like a way of being anti-Semitism but not being punished by the law. And it's becoming normal. Today, you know, anti-Semitism in Spain basically is becoming fashion. If you are not anti-Semitic, you are kind of missing something. And that's becoming particularly preoccupying, especially within universities. I can see it. I just would like to remind those who are listening to us that a few months ago, in Barcelona, you had a map which was called Barcelona Z. That was unveiled. That was built with like students and teachers. And the goal of this map, which was like a student project, was to target and to identify shops, whether they are Jewish or Israeli. What does it mean? What does this mean? And at the Combat Antisemitism movement, we decided to react right away in order to contact some elected officials from the city of Barcelona to decide basically to remove this map. That's particularly preoccupying. No, it's through like boycott. It's much more, let's say, dangerous, because you cannot see it. It's like through infiltration in universities, through like through the project of also the city of Barcelona, who want to give phone to specific districts for Gaza and so on. It's basically, I will say, if the question is this one, in Spain, what we can see, if we need to clarify and to definitely give let's say a qualificative, like to qualify this, it's basically anti-Zionism. I think Spain right now is like leader in anti-Zionism in order to be anti-Semitic.